What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Guys, found another article here with how Americans see Europe. I know in the beginning, my view of Europe, of course, I knew about like the UK, maybe France, Paris, France, and Italy. Different dishes and different monuments that are there. As you can see, I think this is a big picture of the Eiffel Tower, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's how I've seen it. What I've seen on movies, different things like that. But found this article on Plum Guy. This is from 2021. Seeing a sideways glance at what Americans think of Europe. So I'm gonna see how Americans see Europe, because I know how I seen it when it came to like movies, foods, and like I said, monument. So y'all hit that subscribe button. And let's check some of these out. So we got food. The food is small but stylish. Just make sure to get a few portions, because what may seem like a normal dish to your average American could feed a family of 23 in France. What? I ain't gonna lie. The dishes here are humongous, but it just depends on where you go. We do have family size meals, and sometimes those family size meals, it's not enough to feed a family. Depending on the family, a family of 4, you can get a 10-piece chicken meal somewhere, and that could be good. That'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But the portions are smaller and more what? Prepare yourself in Paris for an enormous plate with a tiny drizzle of dressing atop a cherry tomato in the center. Seriously though, the Parisinis, I'm probably saying that wrong. What? Parisinis know how to dine in style, and the course keeps coming. You'll get enough from all the wine, bread, and cheese to send you straight to sleep in your pick of the fabulous Paris service apartment on offer. It looks like a nice apartment, pretty cozy. But yeah, the food. I've seen some dishes in Europe, but here it's crazy. But you'll get full. It's probably not good for you. All that food not good for you for sure. But sports can be scarily important to people. My first time, I never knew what an ultra was until I started learning about Europe. And I have people like, hey, check out this sport. Hey, check out this ultra. I'm like, what's an ultra? And I start seeing, I'm like, whoa, this is extreme. This is different. But by all means, take your family to a game, but take extra care not to wear a rival team's shirt in the wrong area. Facts. Sports in Europe is a little less family oriented than in the US, as passion bubbles over and rude chants fly back and forth between the fans. This can be a little intimidating for a youngster, particularly when their mother or father is the biggest hooligan of them all. Yeah, just looking at those ultras, not even that, like you said, just being at the game, and it's different. The passion is there. At our game, you might get a little people drunk here or there, but we definitely not lighting up flares, throwing them on the field. And people have chants, but I've seen people, they had like the big flags and stuff of people. It's different. It's definitely different. But so don't try not to get carried away at the football, soccer, particularly at rival games such as Barcelona and Real Madrid, Benfica and Sporting Lisbon, and London's Tottenham and Arsenal. Meanwhile, you could head down to a game of handball in France or Germany, or even try the hurling in Ireland. I feel like there would be ultras there too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the sports are definitely different. I feel like ultras are more than just a sport. They don't care if the team win or lose. They just passionate and representing where they from, where they live. Sundays aren't the day for shopping. I know in Europe, stores are usually mostly closed on Sundays. Here on Sunday, that's my rest day. I'm resting on Sunday, me personally. But a lot of people feel like that's that day, to get everything done before the new week start, or, all our stuff is still open. People go to church, and after church, they're probably going to eat, they're probably going shopping or doing something. But of course, it depends on the country, but many European nations pretty much close down on Sunday, which I mess with. I'm closed down on Sunday. I'm sleep. The advantage is that everything is a lot quieter and less busy. It's a time to contemplate life, unwind, and be with your family. I definitely agree. That's always a good thing. Sundays, yeah, we try to make it Sunday family day as well. Like I said, I definitely get my Sunday nap in. That's my main thing. That Sunday nap is important. The range of languages is complicated. When thinking about how Americans see Europe, we have to hold our hands up and say that language is where the metaphor about the United States of Europe falls down. Almost every country has a different language, and some will surprise you. For example, if you wander down the street of Barcelona shouting in Spanish, you'll likely offend the Catalan-speaking local. Okay, I do see that. Of course, in Europe, a lot of people speak multiple languages, just not even just one language. They speak multiple languages. At least that's what I've seen in videos and stuff, which is cool. But definitely understand, you don't want to. Me personally, if I'm able to speak English instead of like trying to speak another language that I'm not 100% good at, I wouldn't want to offend nobody by my bad Spanish or something like that. So, but definitely understand. In Switzerland, they speak 4 different languages: French, German, Italian, and something else. Romans apparently. In Belgium, they speak 3 languages: French in the south, Flemish in the north, and German in the east. If this contemplates thing, your best bet is to visit the British Isles. Although you might just encounter some speakers of Welsh, Cornish, and so see this. It's a lot. I wouldn't want to offend nobody, just butchering the language when I'm not even 100% good at speaking it. Next. It isn't easy to know how to greet people. This is before I started watching videos, this is what I started noticing, how more people are basically to themselves. Definitely, Europe is definitely not a place you just go up and talk to strangers just randomly. This is what I've noticed in every country video that I've seen, which is definitely understandable because I mean, unless I was just really lost, I'll ask a stranger. I mean, a good friend than others is probably Google. Google Maps. Google has everything that you need. But this one is an absolute minefield. There are parts of France where you're supposed to kiss one another 4 times on the cheek to say hello and goodbye. If you're a party with 20 guests, that amounts to 160 kisses in total. So expect to have sore lips and cheeks after. That's funny, but other parts of France just do 2 or 3 kisses, while Italians have similar custom. In Germany, a Soma handshake will do the trick, but don't ask how's it going, as they're not used to hearing that and tend to take that kind of greeting with total sincerity. They'll often be surprised you ask before either declining to tell you or going on about their day in quite excruciating detail, which I've seen too. Y'all know in the States, I've said it before. I'm sure y'all seen it in other videos. When we say, hey, how you doing? That just means hi. You don't have to tell me how you doing. Most people say, oh, I'm good, I'm well. And you? Oh, I'm good, well. Great. End of conversation. But in Europe, I have heard you ask somebody how they doing. You finna hear how they doing. They finna let you. If their dog little Wobbles then died, you finna hear how little Wobbles died and what they had to do to, if little Kibbles and Bits, the rabbit, ran away, you finna hear about it, type of thing. But that's life. I mean, I don't know. Until I started watching videos about you, I didn't realize, like, I be telling people, hey, they be like, hey, how you doing? I be like, hey, how you doing? I'm good, and you? Or something like that. And nobody say nothing, they just keep walking. Like, that happened to me. That happens to me all the time. Somebody, hey, how are you? I'm good, how you doing? They gone by the time I get that how you doing as well type of thing out of there. So, but that's just like, you just gotta understand it. Isn't easy to greet. It's easy to greet people here, but definitely can't wait to experience. I'm gonna try it. Is it easy to greet people in Europe? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a video when I get there. I'm gonna do a video and see. I'm a friendly looking guy. I'm an approachable guy, but we gotta see. The way of life is certainly different. Of course, they say beer is cheaper than water in Prague. So make sure you don't end up with a hangover. They'll tip you into the Vita. I don't even know that word. Just know it's the river. Oh, it said don't even try to pronounce. I was trying. The plugs are a bit weird and different to the U.S. system around Europe, but you'll be greeted by the monstrous thing in the U.K. with the 3-prong. I don't even know how to read. Yeah, I just know everything is different. Just even country to country, I see the differences within every country in Europe. So different is good. Here in the States, you go to state is different. Really, city to city is different. And then so I hear some of y'all say that you have your major cities in Europe, but if you go to those smaller towns, it's so much different. You get a little bit more authenticity simply because tourists, a lot of people visit Europe. So there's tourist destinations, but if you want to get the real deal, real spiel, Holyfield, go to the smaller cities in those countries, and you can really feel the way of life there. But glad I got to read this for y'all. I know there's different. I would do videos, but I try not to do video and just research and stuff myself. But how Americans see Europe, pretty, I probably would have had the same mindset in the beginning, probably a little less than what I see here because I didn't know much about Europe until I started learning about Europe, and that's just me. Like I knew a few countries, but then again, it wasn't just a major thing that we had to learn. This is something I took out the time because I'm like, man, I want to visit overseas, but I gotta know some stuff first. I gotta know before I go. I don't know who my guy Walter's World, know before you go type of thing, But that's all I have. Shout out to Plum Guide. Hopefully they don't mind. I need to check this out, so I can plan my trip. But this was good. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. If you're European, how do you see America? At least outside of healthcare, outside guns, outside of the negative. Let's focus on some positives. What do y'all see? How do you see America when it comes to some positive things they're doing here? It's a lot of negative going on already, so get tired of that stuff. You get tired of it, but that's all I have. Give this video a thumbs up as it helps the channel. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.